Random.
Hey, what's up? My name is Leslie Morgan. Y'all know me as Real Estate L. I'm a real estate agent in Detroit, Michigan. And today I'm going to talk to y'all about the struggles of being an entrepreneur, the struggle that you go through that a lot of people don't see. You know, you see the glitz and glamour, right? But you don't know the focus and the hard work it took to put behind to be able to put that up for you guys to see that. You know, when you see somebody and, you know, it finally hit 6 figures and, you know, they finally hit that goal, that mark, right? And they hit that 100K, right? You know, it was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into that, you know. It wasn't like they just got that overnight, you know. And what I want to talk about today is some of the struggles I had as being a young entrepreneur, a young black entrepreneur, learning as I go, learning how the industry is working, learning how to run an effective business, understand marketing strategy, strategizing, and, you know, the fundamentals of business as real time and in regards of what's really going on out here. When I got in real estate, right, you know, I thought that, you know, I get with a brokerage and they be feeding me leads and, you know, I'll be able to be on top, you know, from the leads that I got from the brokerage. And I came to find out that's not how it really go. You know, the money that you do make, you make is commission, and it's off of the money and the people that, you know. So if you go into this business or any business per se without an understanding of marketing and branding yourself, you doomed to fail. What I'm seeing is now that, you know, it's more than just grasping the knowledge of just one industry, but understand how the industry is staying afloat from the marketing perspective, branding perspective, also what it's going to take to compete with your competitors on a financial perspective. You know, now I'm gearing my business to be able to compete with the heavy hitters of my local market, and also to be able to get recognition on the level that I feel that is suitable for the name Morgan. You know, I've branded myself at the point where now I see what I'm worth, and actually going through the process of learning how to establish a business, a brand, a name for myself, I came to understand that I need to branch out different areas and understand, see the holes in my business. Everybody's business is different. And the thing about business, you gotta know how your business model is and how it rolls. And the best way to know how it rolls is actually going through the punches. And by me going through the punches and the things I've been going through, it makes me wiser to things I've been accustomed to, right? So, for instance, I'm learning that in the real estate, for me being a realtor, I learned everything I could possibly learn about real estate. You know, at the time, I went on YouTube at first and learned everything I could find out, dealing with who doing it in the local market. And also I went to find out who was doing it on a grand scale, like who the top dogs to who the low dogs, and see where I fit on the ladder or on the totem pole, you would say. You know, I learned about the Grant Cardones. I learned about the Jay Morrisons. I learned about the Peter, my guy Peter. He worked with Donald Trump. I learned about Trump. You know, at first I never paid attention to him, but, you know, you gotta give the guys credit. You know, when it comes to the real estate, the guy knows, you know, his stuff, especially on the commercial side. You know, for those type of people that don't understand that it's a business, it's a corporation that we live in, that this is how things are run. You gotta understand, you gotta be business minded to survive out here. Also, you gotta be, I'm gonna just be honest with you, you gotta be realistic about your goals that you set for yourself, and set realistic goals for yourself. But only way you can do that is to know yourself. And the only way to know yourself is you actually go through some things. You know, a lot of entrepreneurs, right, that as a true entrepreneur, you basically, your job is to fix a problem, an issue, you know, Like my job right now as a realtor is to fix an issue, a problem. If you have a house that needs to be sold, you know, I'm that guy that you will talk to. A little bit, how can I go through the process? You know, what's up with the appraisals? Who do I talk to with the mortgages? Or, you know, if I got a second mortgage on there, who to talk to with title? You know, I'm the person you would talk to for that, where you want to buy. You know, dealing with this, understanding knowledge, and I'm being able to buy. I can hook you up with the right mortgage lender to be able to get you the right mortgage rates for every particular situation you're in. You know, also on the credit line, we need credit. We're building your credit. Credit is one of your issues. You know, I understand that being an entrepreneur, you solve problems. You know, and understanding that the reason why I became an entrepreneur, because I had a problem myself. You know, it wasn't always good for me. You know, I used to be homeless. You know, my family. Back in 2013, you know, that's when, you know, a lot of things went bad for me. You know, I actually looked at the, one of my bank statements, but I was talking to the IRS the other day, and they told me that I made $13,000 in 2013. I said, wow. I said I was broke. You know, like I didn't think how far I came in a short period of time. You know, I'm looking now, I'm making like about 7 times that right now. And it's like, you know, God and blessed me, you know, from where I was homeless to where now I have a home. You know, I could pay my rent, I could pay my bills, I have a nice car, my family is healthy, you know, these are the blessings of, you know, your fruits of the labor. But I also know it's not enough. That's why I became an entrepreneur. That's why I got into the business. That's why I pursued after what some people said that can't be attained, and that's true wealth. I want generational wealth, and that's why I decided to go into the market and see who's making money. That's why I got into real estate. You know, that's why I got into a market or a business that'd be able to help me financially. I understand the business. I'm understanding now how to run a real business. You know, it's not just, okay, you get a few deals under your belt, then you're good, you're successful. No, it's maintaining and actually be able to reduplicate that over and over again. You know, especially when the market get hostile. You know, my thing is how to be able to stand the test of time when pressure is on you. I want to talk about the pressures of having a business. Is that having a business, you got to understand it's a cycle, it's a market. You got to be able to survive in every part of the cycle of the market you in. You know, analyzing your market is very crucial before you hop into a business. You know, I'm learning more about marketing, how to scale up my marketing. When I'm going through a dry spell with business or clientele, I'm actively looking to be able to say, okay, I need to do this, this, and this to get more phone calls or more leads. You know, not saying I'm not getting any, but, you know, just to get more quality leads, you know, I have to up my business and with my spending on my marketing. You know, also social media platforms. So to think about, you know, what I want to talk to you guys today about is that you gonna struggle. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be days where you're not gonna want to keep pushing. But I tell you, sir, I tell you, man, I tell you, young boy that's like here looking like, okay, I'm gonna start my own business. Young girl looking like, I'm gonna start my own business. I'm gonna tell you to do it. You know, I seen all the great people that came before me fail big. I know Steve Harvey was talking about that, about failing big. You know, you can't be scared to try, you know. And as me being an entrepreneur right now, you know, I'm struggling. I got struggles with IRS and all this stuff, you know, fighting them and, you know, holding back funds for me to be able to invest more into my marketing, right? You know, instead of me saying, oh, man, I'm defeated, I'm like, no, I'm not defeated, just delayed. I'm going to still push forward. I'm going to still work my resources that I have available now to be able to make sure that I can still obtain the goals I want to obtain. You know, just because one problem come your way don't mean you stop. You know, you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. You know, that's the military, you know, mindset that I got when I was in the military, you know, is that when it rains, you know, do push-ups. You know, you got to get strong, you know, embrace it, you know, you got to embrace it. I remember when I went into the smoke chamber for the first time, you know, they had us in there, they said, take the mask off, take the mask off, they got this smoke going everywhere, right? And I was like, all right, I'm going to take the mask. I took the mask, I smell, I'm coughing, mucus, everything coming up. They tell you, all right, put the mask back on, put the mask back on. So you put the mask back on and they say breathe. So you start breathing and you start realizing you can breathe. So you trust in the exercise. But at first, if you didn't realize what they taught you, because we had training before that, right? So all the training that I had went through when I was in that chamber, right, where I couldn't breathe, I could breathe. It just kicked in and I got my second wind. And then when they opened the door, they let us come out, right? And when they came out, right, I did push-ups, right? You know what I'm saying? I made my drill sergeant proud, you know what I'm saying? Well, I did push-ups. I embraced it, you know? So I'm telling you, you know, when you're going through the struggles being an entrepreneur, you're dealing with the struggles of life, the pressures of life, you know, it's a part of the process. You know, through those pressures, through those struggles, it make you strong. You gotta find the strength in that struggle. You know, you gotta find that peace in that storm. You know, I talk to my wife a lot about when we have, you know, issues. You know, I grab her and tell her, you know, we gotta learn how to dance in the house fire. You know, so, you know, the same thing with business. You know, you gotta know how to maneuver when the storm hit. You know, you got to be able to hold the fort down. You know, when the storm hit, you got to be able to move like you got to move. You got to be the coolest dude in the house fire. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to realize that you are here for a reason. It's a reason why you do have your business. It's a reason why you are here. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. You know, as a realtor, I'm letting you know that, you know, I'm going to continue to push forward, you know, even in my struggles, smiling, you know, be able to provide the best services I can, you know, God willing. You know, my fiduciary rights also covers with my real estate license, so I got to do a good job, right? But, you know, that's either here or there, right? You know, but what I want to do to y'all people is I want to just inspire somebody today that's going through something, that's struggling, and, you know, they looking like, okay, you know, I'm in a hard roll, I want to quit. I tell you, don't quit. You will win. I'm going to say this, we will win, you know. And I'm happy y'all took a checking out just to check my little vlog right quick, you know. But I just wanted to put something out just to inspire and motivate people and see, you know, what's going on out here, let y'all know you're not alone. You know, the struggle real. But the thing about the struggle, you will prevail. You will win. The whole name of the game is just don't quit. All right, thank y'all for your time. Y'all be blessed.